Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and there's a little something more in the air than a gentle breeze off the Black Warrior. It's the opening of another Crimson Tide football season under the lights in Bryant-Denny Stadium. Today, a friendly or perhaps not so friendly battle in the Yellowhammer State that will resonate from the Tennessee River Valley to the Wiregrass. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So South Alabama's offense takes the field for the first time today. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
No, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double coverage, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He wants to throw here on second down. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Jaguars decide to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Fair catch called for and made. So Alabama's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play. Well, they immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Second down coming up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Good timing on the quick out. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play, and they just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. They'll run play action. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Quarterback on the keeper.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. They got that something.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Alabama quickly back to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. Oh, what a move! In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys. And there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He now has 53 yards on the ground in the 1st quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. The back goes in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This should be the last play of the quarter. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. grabbed behind the line. It's Toppin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'll try to run for it. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and he can also hand it off to him. And he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Jaguars want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw on third and short. Got it in the middle. It's strong. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Toppin. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Leaves it with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Feeling some heat. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. They'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's strong. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle. It's strong. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. First down here for the offense. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Give to the running back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Oh, he almost picked that one off. Instead, it'll be third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the returner goes down. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive. And
he's going for a big play downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. It's complete. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Going up top on first down. Dances away to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And that pass is intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Wants to throw on second down. Fires to the big fella.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Oh, the ball squirts out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Here comes that Alabama offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hines. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket. Nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
This offense has a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's open on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to move it through the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. And they're going to play it safe. Conservative approach here, but they'll take the knee and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Jaguars will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for blockers.
Returner is brought down at the 14, and you're now at first and Tide.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays.
Nothing but green ahead. The 40, the 30, past the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the third quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trend setter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Giving him his pads. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This game really has turned into a defensive struggle, and both defenses right now are just absolutely dominating. That time, nice job using his pass rush moves, getting to the quarterback, and they just look like they cannot be blocked right now up front.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Wide receiver shows motion. Using his feet. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And he'll be stopped short, or maybe he stopped himself short.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. The sure hands, it's strong. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Alabama will get the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to keep moving. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun, give on the inside. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him tonight.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Army pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Black Knights did. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on it just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pass hits, picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or Listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Jaguars want to crank the tempo.
Well, where was that play when they needed it earlier in this game, right? I mean, they've just had no pulse offensively. They have not been able...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for the defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds.
Just keeps moving, running toward the tape. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Yeah, and they've had a day. And it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like this all.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that?
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. Wide out in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
From the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Pressure coming. He finds his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's not going to make it. And what a big stop for this defense. And they might be able to put this thing away. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't alive with that comment. But yeah,